What's up, everybody? This is Will, more formerly known as Outcast. When I do videos on gaming and stuff, it's Outcast because I am an outcast. But when I do Bible readings or talk about God, Jesus, stuff like that, it's Will. And if it's not your thing, it's completely fine, guys. But in a crazy world like we living in now, I think it's best to voice my opinion on some matters and everything. 'Cause I don't want to lead souls astray. I don't want anybody being left behind. I don't want anything like that. So we're here in Stranded Deep. We're here on the ocean here, just sitting on the raft, got the thing down. We're just gonna go to bed. We're gonna do some midnight reading, guys. But there is something that's been bothering me a little bit here lately, and that is people saying that they know when the return of Christ is going to be. Now, I'm here to say that is not true. Nobody knows when Jesus is coming back. Nobody. And I got proof of that. We're gonna get to that here in a second. Like I said, just remember, guys. This is what Jesus says. This is truly out of the Bible. This ain't my own like thoughts on it. This is my own words. I mean to say. This is what Jesus actually said. This is what Matthew, one of his disciples who was there, and wrote like a lot of things, the things that he said. And this is what's in the Bible. And this is Matthew 24. Then Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came up to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said to them, "Do you not see all these things? As surely I say to you, not one stone shall be left here upon another that shall not be thrown down." Now as he sat on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, "Tell us, when will these things be, and what be the signs of your coming and the end of the age?" Now listen, this is my words here. Now listen closely to this, okay? This is what Jesus tells us to do. And Jesus answered and said to them, "Take heed that no one deceives you. For many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and will deceive many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." That's just the beginning, guys. That's like for women, labor pains. Labor pain is just the beginning. I mean, when when it starts, when you actually go into labor, that's when everything. Well, watching my wife with our kids, and I can tell you now, she's a. If it's anything like that, guys, be prepared because that was pretty horrific. She went through a lot of pain, but she's a strong woman. All right, then they will deliver you up to tribulation and kill you, and you will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. And then many will be offended and will betray one another and will hate one another. Then many false prophets will rise up and deceive many. And because lawlessness will abound the love of many will grow cold. But he who endures to the end shall be saved. And the gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come. Therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet standing in the holy place, whoever reads, let him understand. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let him who is on the housetop not go down and take anything out of his house. And let him who is in the field not go back to get his clothes. But woe to those who are pregnant and to those who are nursing babies in those days. And pray that your flight may not be in winter or on the Sabbath. For then there will be great tribulation, such has Such has not been since the beginning of the world until this time, not nor even shall be. And unless those days were shortened, no flesh would be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days will be shortened. And if anyone says to you, "Look, here is the Christ," or "There," do not believe it. For false Christs and false prophets will rise and show great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. See, I have told you beforehand. Therefore, if they say to you, "Look, he is in the desert," do not go out. Or, "Look, he is in inner rooms," do not believe it. For as the lightning comes from the east and flashes to the west, so also will be the coming of the Son of Man. For wherever the carcass is, there the eagles will be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven, and then all the tribes of the earth will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with great sound of a trumpet, and they will gather together his elect from four winds, from the one end of heaven to the other. Now learn the parable from the fig tree. When its branches already become tender and puts forth leaves, you know the summer is near. So you also, when you see all these things, know that it is near at the doors. Surely I say to you, this generation will not by no means pass away till all these things take place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will by no means pass away. But of that day and hour no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only. I want you to listen to that again, okay? This is what bothers me when people say, "Oh, no, the world's going to end this, the world's going to end this." Listen to this. But of that day and hour no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Only God knows when the world's going to end. Only God, not man. Not even angels don't know. Just God. But as the days of Noah were, so also will be the coming of the Son of Man. Whereas in the days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark, and did not know until the flood came and took them all away. So also will the coming of the Son of Man be. Then two men will be in the field. One will be taken, the other left. Two women will be grinding at the mill. One will be taken, one will be left. Watch therefore, you do not know what hour your Lord is coming. But know this, that if the master of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not allowed his house to be broken into. Therefore, ye also be ready, for the Son of Man coming at an hour for you do not expect. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his master made ruler over his household, to give them food in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his master, when he comes, will find so doing. But surely I say to you that he will make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant says in his heart, "My master's delay is coming," and begins to beat his fellow servants and to eat and drink with the drunkards, the master of that servant will come on a day when he is not looking for him, and at an hour that he is not aware of, and will cut him in two and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So guys, that's all I wanted to just tell y'all. Just don't listen to that. If you see like people, don't be scared. Do not be scared, because like I said, how does people know? How do humans know something that angels don't even know? They're with God 24/7. So don't pay attention to that stuff, guys. I've just been seeing a lot of it here on on YouTube and other different platforms, and it drives me crazy because it's like, how do y'all know more? It's like, how? God only knows. God knows when the world's going in. Only God. That is it. No one else. Only the Father. So yeah, like I said, don't panic. Don't be anything. Just be joyful. Be cheerful. Be happy with the Lord, and don't worry if you fall, if you fail, if you sin. Jesus didn't say we was never going to sin again. It's us. It's us admitting that we're sinners, admitting that we've done wrong, is what makes us different than the hypocrites. We're not righteous. We're not. We're sinners. Jesus didn't come for the righteous. He came for the sinners, and that's all we are is sinners. We was born into sin. There's nothing we could do about it. Jesus did everything about it. He was a perfect sacrifice. And all he asks in return is your heart. That is it. That's the only thing he asks in return is your heart. He just wants you to believe that he was and is the Son of God, and he was resurrected. He came, he died, he rose from the dead so we could be free. But at the end of the day, guys, this life is a gift. What we choose to do with our gift is clearly up to us. It's free will. God gave us free will. And we have to take that as it is. If either we can follow his will or we can just do our own thing. At the end of the day, it's your gift. You decide what you want to do with it. But God wants you to use it for him, but he gave it to you. But anyways, guys, just wanted to thank y'all again so much for coming out and listening to this. This is Bible reading, and this is like a discussion. It just been bothering me here lately how all this has been playing out, and everybody keeps doing this and that and that and this. I'm I'm excited for the Lord's return. I am, and I've lost a lot of friends and lost a lot of I lost family, everything due to it. But I don't care. I mean, I pray for them all the time. I still pray for people I don't talk to anymore. Anything, I still pray for them all. But it's just that when it comes to God always be first. He's always gonna be number one in my life. Then it goes my family, and then everybody else, and I'm down the list somewhere down at the very 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 bottom somewhere. But anyways, I'll say again, thank y'all so much for coming out and watching. And if this ain't your thing, hey, if you stuck around and listen, I appreciate that. But I'm still praying for y'all. All right, but anyways, stay awesome. God bless. Peace out.